I have been training for almost 3 years and I have competed in a bodybuilding show. Here's a couple of things that I wish I would have known sooner and the things that would have helped me out to build muscle faster. Number one is defining your goal. If you want muscle, then say you want muscle. If you want strength, then say you want strength. If you choose one path, it will be so much easier to actually get there. So what could you be doing? You could be training for strength. You could be training for muscle. You could be training for endurance. But the best way to ruin your progress is by doing multiple of these. Don't do all of them. Don't do two of them at the same time. Many people in the gym go and they try to ego lift, or they try to lift more weight than they should be lifting, but at the same time they try to grow muscle, meaning they're going for strength and they're also going for muscle. That is the best way to ruin your progress. If you want to build muscle, then build muscle. Drop the weight, focus on your form, do more reps than less. If you want to train for strength, do less reps, focus more on compound lifts and actually train for strength. The first thing that you should be doing is defining your goal. When you have defined your goal, you can attack that goal with 100%. My goal as a bodybuilder is building muscle. So everything that I do in the gym will be to build muscle. I will not go into the gym with the mindset of, okay, I need to PR, I need to increase my weights, I need to hit that 1 rep max, I need to go for strength. Oh, I'm dropping in strength. Oh, that's bad. I have to increase the weight. I'm not going into the gym with that mindset. I'm going into the gym with the mindset of, I need to get a good pump, I need to get a good contraction, and I need to train hard with intensity. And when you can drop these side goals and you can focus on the one thing that you want to do, you will excel at it much more. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is drop the ego. Drop the ego. If you want to build maximal muscle, you need to drop the ego. Now, obviously, if you're a power lifter, if you're training for strength, then yes, you're going to have to use your ego because you're actually trying to grow strength. If you're just trying to grow muscle, drop the ego and actually focus on growing the things that you need to grow. If I'm trying to grow my chest, but I'm lifting with my ego, meaning all that tension is going into my other muscles, I'm not actually training my chest. If I drop the ego, focus on the form, do maybe lighter weight that I can actually control, I can actually train the thing that I want to train. A couple of things that come with this is 1 rep maxes in compound lifts. If you're trying to grow maximal muscle, you're just focusing on muscle, you're going to want to drop both of these. You're going to stop doing 1 rep maxes, stop doing even 2 rep and 3 rep maxes. Focus on only doing 5 and up, 5 reps and up. Anything below 5 reps will be bad for you. It will hinder your progress and it will not actually lead to you growing more muscle. This is just to show off. If you're going into the gym with the goal to grow muscle and you're doing 1 rep maxes, what are you doing? So for a lot of people love doing 1 rep maxes because of the ego part. They get to tell other people, oh yeah, I can bench this much. Oh yeah, I can curl this much for 1 rep. Stop doing those and actually focus on good sets, high rep sets, not 1 rep maxes. So this is going to be the first thing. Second thing, compound lifts. Try to stay away from compound lifts. Now, obviously, compound lifts are great to develop an overall musculature, overall balance. If we're trying to focus specifically on muscle, we're trying to do more isolation lifts. So things like bench press, things like squats, things like deadlifts, and even overhead barbell presses, we're going to stay away from those. Those are compound lifts, and most of the time people go into those lifts with their ego, because those are the big kind of lifts where, you know, you'll always have people tell you, oh yeah, what's your bench press? Oh yeah, what's your deadlift? Oh yeah, what's your squat? Because those are the ego lifts. Stay away from them and do more isolation lifts. This way you will be cutting out that ego part from it, and you will also isolate the muscle that you want to grow, and it will grow much more. Third thing here, mind-muscle connection. For beginners, this is going to be something that is going to be harder. You're not gonna be able to connect with your muscles that well. However, from day one, when you get into the gym, I want you to start focusing on the muscle that you're trying to train. If you're doing a bench press and you're trying to train your chest, feel the contraction, feel the stretch. When you're going down on the bench press, feel the chest stretch. When you're going up on the bench press, feel the chest contract. Feel it. If you can feel that connection, if you can feel that contraction, that's good. That means you're actually working the muscle. Mind-muscle connection will, first of all, lead to a better pump. You will feel the muscle a lot more, and you will be able to accumulate more blood in the muscle by actually focusing on those contractions, by focusing on feeling the muscle. Second of all, you will get better growth. You will grow more of the muscle if you have that mind-muscle connection. If I'm in the gym and I'm doing lat pull downs for my lats and I don't feel my lats at all, I'm not actually concentrating on contracting my lats, I'm not concentrating on the stretch, you will get worse growth in your lats. If I'm doing lat pull downs, I go down, I feel the contraction in my lats, I feel it, I concentrate on it. Going back up, I feel the stretch in my lats, I let them stretch out, I concentrate on my lats. You will connect with that muscle so much more, you will be able to train much better, and you will get much more growth in your muscle. So just whenever you're in the gym, you're doing an exercise, focus on the muscle that you're trying to train. Focus on it. Actually feel it contracting and actually feel it stretch. Fourth principle that I would have taught myself is volume loading. And I could talk about this for a very, very long time, but in simple terms, first of all, you're going to make your workouts high quality. You're going to train hard and you're going to execute your exercises correctly. You're going to do your form correctly. So first things first, in this volume loading portion, you want to make your workouts excellent, with minimal volume. When your workouts are excellent, then you start to increase your sets within each exercise. Quantity. That is volume loading. Over weeks and months, you will slowly increase the sets and the reps and the exercises that you do. That is what volume loading is. The more volume that you can do with quality execution, the more muscle you will grow. The person who goes into the gym and does 20 sets of bicep curls with insane intensity will grow more than the person who only does 5 sets with insane intensity. However, to first get to those 20 sets, you need to, first of all, figure out your quality. So what I suggest for volume loading is start out with something like 2 sets of bicep curls a week and make them insanely high quality, insanely intense. And then over weeks, you will slowly start to increase these sets that you do of bicep curls. On week 1, do 2 sets of bicep curls, high intensity, super good form. On week 2, do 3 sets. On week 3, do 4 sets. On week 4, do 5 sets. And slowly, you will increase the volume that you're doing and you will grow more. The 5th principle is track. If you want to actually improve, you have to put in effort to improve. And guess what our bodies are made to do? They are made to oppose resist any changes in our bodies. So us trying to grow muscles, our bodies are literally trying to oppose that. And if you're not tracking, you will not see that. If you track your training and your nutrition, you will see if you're plateauing, if you're not growing, if you need to do something better, if you need to push harder. If you actually track, you will see if your performance is dropping. Maybe I need to take a week rest. Maybe I need to increase my protein intake. If you're not tracking, you don't see those things. If you actually track, you will see your progress and where you need to improve. So first of all, you will start to track your workouts. What exercises are you doing? How many sets you're doing each workout? How many reps you're doing each workout, and you will slowly try to do more with each week. Secondly, you will start to track your nutrition. What are you eating? Do you need to eat in a calorie surplus? Do you need to eat in a calorie deficit? Do you need to eat more protein, more fats, less carbs? Track your training and track your nutrition. This will improve how much muscle you can grow that much more. The 6th thing is supplements. It is never too early to actually start using something that works. If you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, if you're an advanced lifter, and you want to increase your performance, supplements will actually do that. But however, you need to be careful picking between supplements that work and supplements that don't work. Here's a couple supplements that I would have put myself on from day 1. Creatine. First of all, no drawbacks, no negatives, only positives. It basically makes you stronger and allows you to grow more muscle, as well as while you're on it, you look more muscular and fuller. Electrolytes. If your electrolyte balances are out of whack, you'll literally perform worse. If you're dehydrated, just even slightly, you will perform worse in the gym. Supplementing with electrolytes when you're in that state can be crucial for performance. So this one is a must. Vitamins. If you have deficiencies in any vitamins, supplementing with vitamins can also be crucial, because vitamins determine what your energy levels are like. If your B vitamin is out of whack, if you're not consuming any B vitamin, you're going to have basically no energy. You're going to feel like shit. Supplementing with B vitamin when you're deficient can be crucial. And last of all, pre-workouts. Pre-workouts, it doesn't even have to be stimulant pre-workouts. It can be non-stimulant pre-workouts. These things will increase your performance acutely, not chronically. Something like creatine increases your performance chronically. Pre-workout increases your performance acutely, so only in that one training session. From the caffeine to the citrulline to the taurine to the tyrosine, these ingredients in these pre-workouts, do increase your performance. So these are a couple supplements that I would have put myself on from day one. Seventh thing is rest. And oh my God, rest cannot be overstated. It cannot be overstated how important rest is in actually building muscle. First of all, let's talk about taking weeks off. If you're super tired, if you're mentally tired from going into the gym, if you're going to the gym and you're in the gym just, hitting your workout, getting a pump, not even looking at how you look in the mirror, and just going back home, you're just getting into the gym and getting out of the gym, take a week off, take 1 week off, and come back, and you're going to feel so much better. You're going to reignite that passion for the gym, because there is a huge chance that you're just overreaching, that you have reached this state of overexhaustion from training and you have lost the spark of enjoyment in the gym. When you take a week off and you come back, you will enter something known as super compensation, where you can actually grow more muscle and more strength after taking a week off. And secondly, rest. Actually rest on rest days. If you just finished your cycle of your split, let's say you're doing push-pull legs, you just finished 3 days of push-pull legs. Now you have 1 day rest. And then you have to start everything over again. On that rest day, actually rest. Don't be doing something that makes you exhausted. Don't be, playing other sports on your rest day. Don't be, doing something exhausting. Maybe you're doing some physical labor or something physical, or you're mentally getting exhausted on that rest day. That is going to hinder your recovery. So if you're taking 1 day rest in your split, then actually rest on that rest day, and you will grow that much more. And lastly, if you want a completely free cookbook with 10 high protein, low calorie recipes that I made myself, go to oathfitness.com, where you will be able to download this free cookbook. And on top of that, if you want to learn more about bodybuilding and nutrition, you will also find bodybuilding and nutrition courses on the same website. In these courses, if you finish these courses and you don't like them, I will fully refund you the money. So go check them out. Go check out the free cookbook. Go check out the courses and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more content. See you in the next one.